Bedrooms of Power. There's this woman called Jackie.
Right.
She is campaigning for the release of a husband who is in prison in Nigeria. And I think she has just found out that he has been killed. So I touch on this one, the cleansing. Now, I've been in South Africa 4 days now, and each day I am hopeful. There have been mass demonstrations outside the Nigerian embassy. I was there at the demonstration where I gave a speech. I'm scheduled to be on television shortly for an interview where I'm going to be talking about the environmental degradation taking place in Ogoniland and how my husband's company was working with local communities to save the environment. My simple housewife look had won the hearts of the South African people. Of course, I had to take a quick lesson on environmental issues. I did not want to come out as a spoiled rich man's wife who was just interested in the release of a husband so she could start a jet-setting life of shopping and staying in the most expensive hotels all over the world. The environment was as good cause as any. And if that is what it took to get my husband free, then so be it. There had been calls to boycott all fuel stations of the multinational company that was drilling oil in Nigeria. South African people had held protests outside their offices, but I did not go. Pressure was coming from all directions, and the grand finale will be the protest against the Nigerian soccer team, which was jetting into South Africa in 2 days' time. Jackie, don't go on television making a lot of noise. My brother had cautioned. Do not think of yourself as a winner. This could get very ugly for you, and you need to think of your children. It is for my children that I'm doing this, I replied him adamantly. Just before the soccer team landed, the Nigerian government did the unthinkable. Me and the rest of the world woke up the next morning to the news that my husband, together with all the other accused, had been hanged. I was all alone in my hotel suite for what seemed like hours, just staring into outer space. It was with great relief that I heard a knock on my door, and it was Tabo. He gave me a hug as he rubbed his hands through my hair. I was still only clad in a silk white gown. I just buried my head in his chest, and I howled my heart out. I lost all sense of time and place as I kept seeing flashes of Ade laughing, Ade kissing me, Ade holding our son for the first time. Here I was in a foreign country in the arms of a man I barely knew, and I was holding on to him for dear life. In that moment, I thought to do something unthinkable. I brought my head down from Tabo's chest and kissed him on his lips, draining him into me and filling him with my essence. He was surprised, but he succumbed. But he soon succumbed to my kisses. I was cleansing myself of Ade. I remembered what I read once in some African customs. When a woman lost her husband, she had to go through a cleansing ceremony. This meant that she had to have sex with another man soon after they come from burying her husband. I had thought it insensitive at the time. However, right now, I need to be cleansed. It's not about Tabo. It is about me.
Yo! But at least that's a story. What are we saying about it? Me, I would love to know more. I would love to know more about the background. Where it all ended.
I'll just read you the brief history at the back. Like this story is called Bedrooms of Power. It's the broadcast. It's going to be a series of books. Right now I'm working on the First Lady rating, which I'm stuck on. So This one is Jackie's billionaire husband, Ade, is imprisoned for murder, and she's forced to beg powerful men for his life. Jackie travels from Lagos and Dar es Salaam to Johannesburg and Harare, where she finds herself playing in a high-stake game of all or nothing with men whose tongues wield the power of life and death. This is a story about a beautiful woman's shocking journey of self-discovery and shattered innocence in a world where money is worthless, as she seeks to gain backdoor access to the corridors of power.
Yay.
So that's what the story is about.
Happening. That's what's happening.
Yes.